The broadcast up too, bro.
Daddy, you just stole one of your cheese pizza. And Mommy told us that we couldn't get any more pizza at all.
You're quick to go to bed.
Shut the fuck up, bro. That shit sound like that, don't it? Mm-hmm.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2.
Russell Wilson. Yeah.
On first down, Walker. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Got a man, it's Ross.
I'm on that shit.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
50 seconds to Mike. Touch 50, touch 50.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. First down, Vic.
Oh, Vic, who you throwing that to?
Incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types
Who's
of
he
throws.
throwing that
He
to,
put a lot of
though?
Zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, 59, 59.
To throw again. Vic forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs.
Way
And
to
they'll
hold
get
on
8
to
out
it.
of this before being stopped at the 28.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding a soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Vic on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost kicked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd down, this is
Come on,
Jackson.
Dolman.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Dolman been going crazy. At the D tackle, though.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, that's a pick.
Complete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Yeah. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive movement.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's Vick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Vick.
Vick, take off!
Find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front with one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They run it with Jacobs. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases that they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Damn.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Yeah,
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage into the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
He ain't been doing too much of it.
Run the draw with Jacobs.
Oh, he's lucky that second nigga is there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Vick.
Oh, come on.
It's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board.
Stand by.
In this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency.
That's that boy from Syracuse, right?
Yes, it is. I know the name.
This one, it winds up getting picked off.
I know the name. Trust me. I'm like, why did I trade him again?
So here's Vic following the interception. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Really good defensive effort.
Because I had him behind me.
That little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Picked him up in the offseason with his that same thing I grabbed him.
Yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center
Way
of the
to tap
field,
that toe.
cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 16, Vic. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead goes to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I said I'll do it after this game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, man. Come up and take that.
Complete here on the first play of the drive. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Alert, 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 alert.
50 seconds to mine.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's first down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Almost the entire length of the field. A punt return of 97 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk. And boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah, Jordan out for the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You know, but
it is a
okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Walker has it.
Oh, God damn.
Good job defensively. They stop him short of the first.
That nigga stiff arm crazy. Damn.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's got a man.
Come on, Wilson. Jump up and get that
and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Flushed out right.
Oh!
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No,
he was
that
looking
nigga,
for John Ross
Jordan
that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they get completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover.
I ain't know that's
as
in
his
26
guys will get the football back.
Well, Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I can't believe they let you play. 36 power.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Keep him in bounds.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
Mike 50, huh? Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
0-0. Bang out, bang out, bam, bam, right.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Know your job.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
God damn it, I threw it right to him.
It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will score. It's a touchdown.
Damn.
Short
I
throw,
threw it right
pick
to
six
him,
right
man.
there. Those linebackers.
See him
they
sitting there
love
waiting
when those
on
short
it.
throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They run again with Walker. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They run on first down with Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
It is a
and they go the wrong way on this one.
Losing
yardage
slow.
Back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Green 80.
Mike 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Wilson. He'll buy some time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
To throw is Wilson. Operating from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's make these big.
40.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Vic. Buying time to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Diggs. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Come on, set. Time to end it. 59. Exit, exit.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
It's great.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try to throw it here.
Oh!
Pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll let it go. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Vic goes play action.
Man, why he had to spin around to throw the ball?
Vic.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Mike, check, 59, 59.
Third and long for Vic. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcast? Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken very short. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run with Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Jackson.
Last stop. Last stop.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I will.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
You see me? They can't stop the offense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One last shot for Wilson. And Diggs has it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
Good game, bro.
Gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
so for Oakland,
I
the
ain't
streak
exited
lives
out
as
the
they
game
move
yet
to
anyway.
13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall
That
now
boy Brandon
to
Jacobs
10-3.
had a day.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.